So real basic stuff tonight. Basically, we're just going to drill like seeing punches come at us. So it's like, obviously we're always trying to avoid getting hit in the head, you know, pretty much at all costs we don't want to get hit in the head. But we need to have people throw punches at us so we learn to block them correctly, burn in that motion. I see his body start to do this, I have that response burnt in to immediately react with the correct defense. And obviously there's multiple options. I can slip, I can roll, I can pull back, but we're just gonna practice blocking, okay? So in my stance that I would be if I was gonna block, if that makes sense, because we've got a few different stances. We got like, say I was a taller person fighting. Jumping this off me, Brad. Say I'm a taller person fighting, which I happen to usually be in my weight division. I'm usually a taller guy. I'm probably not going to be like that, right? Because I'm giving my opponent every opportunity to hit me when I should be playing a little bit of the longer, like the taller man's game. But for the sake of the drill, because every now and then, there's gonna be a time when you're gonna have to go into that. You know, and it might only be once in the fight, but you don't want it to be foreign when that time comes. Does that make sense? Yep. So for the sake of this drill, I'm gonna be here in my like diamond guard with both hands up, elbows in. Brad's just gonna throw a jab at me and I'm gonna, boom, just like that. I'm just gonna sit heavy. We don't wanna throw too many of these and we don't wanna make these too hard. This style of blocking is a very taxing way. Like, even though I block it, I still get hit. You know what I mean? Even through the gloves. Those little bits make a difference. So some things you need to be thinking about is keeping your neck flexed and Brad's not gonna punch too hard. I can still get all the benefits of reading it without necessarily having to absorb it. Is that making sense? Yep. So Brad, I'm gonna be here, Brad will jab, like that. And then it's my turn, I'm gonna jab. Brad's gonna be super tight through his guard, watching me through the middle, boom, just like that, just covering up. Gonna be as simple as that. Don't try and hit too hard, but yeah, we'll try and really burn that response in. Way you go, guys. I'm gonna do this one as a little bit of a, like a hand pad drill, you know what I mean? So this is mostly for the benefit of the person blocking the jab and not really as such for me jabbing him, okay? So I'm gonna be a good partner and let him have his glory. So he'll be nice and tight here. Gonna be like this real high, boom, the hands come up and from there returns with the jab. So it's like block, and after he finishes blocking, he's gonna extend straight out and step that front foot in. So it's like block, step straight back, okay? So as I do it, I'm gonna have this hand ready for him to return fire into. So I've gone jab, he's blocked, and immediately rotates that right shoulder back and the left shoulder forward to gain maximum reach, right? So I've gone bang, boom, straight away. He's gonna step that foot as well. So in fact, I might even stay a little bit longer. So almost like I'm like on the outside, like sticking in with a jab like that, and he's trying to be the shorter man getting inside me, right? So he's gonna eat that jab and bang, like close the distance hard. Tight guard and then straight away, boom. Okay, so I'll be out here, I'm gonna pop, boom, like that, beautiful, that's it, and straight back again. Pop, boom, just like that. Pop, boom. Notice how he's closing, he's pushing off that back foot, the right shoulder, as soon as he finishes defending, as soon as he finishes defending that jab, the right hand stays high, but the right shoulder pulls back and that left foot steps forward. Boom, bap, like that, and that's how he's gonna get inside. One more time. Good, just like that, a little more rotation. Boom, beautiful, just like that. Puss. Couple things I notice. A lot of people are, so Brad, throw that jab on me nice and light. People are going like this, and then they're coming back in with their jab like this. Remember, if he's throwing a jab, he's throwing a left hand, if he's gonna follow up, it's probably gonna be with a right hand, right? And I don't want him to like find range with the jab, and then I come in and boom, like that, and he just puts me to sleep. So we're gonna try and frame, so he throws that jab, I've blocked. When I come back, I wanna frame like this. So I almost turn my hand like overly rotated. You can overly exaggerate it just a little bit, that's okay. And boom, like that, because what that's gonna do, see when I punch with my thumb facing up, I've got space for him to come over. But the more I rotate like that, see that elbow comes up and kind of frames my head a little bit. Okay, and then if you get that timing of the fist, elbow, and shoulder all at once, you actually get a nice finish, a nice snap on the end of that punch. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing. It's the blocking the jab, bang, as I come back with the jab, I'm gonna push in, and then boom with the cross. Okay, I got a bit of a dodgy right shoulder, I won't use it. Yeah, sweet. So Brad will demonstrate. Same thing, bang, rotate, he's gonna push in, but he's not gonna fall in with the right hand. He's done the work with the jab to close, but boom, like that, and not boom, boom, falling in. Okay, so the footwork will be front foot, back foot. Yeah. So bang, 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 just like that. Beautiful, beautiful. And let's even practice pulling that right hand out again. Okay. So hands are high. He's watching. He's looking for. He's trying to get on the inside. I'm the taller fighter, trying to keep him away. He blocks that with a nice high guard. Comes in long, overly rotated to protect his jaw. Sits on that right hand. Good. Now, as soon as you feel that, as soon as you feel the power, like boom, bang. See if you can push off that back foot immediately. That's better. See how now he's beating my left hand back. Let's go again. Good, good. You see the difference, right? Because I'm like boom, and then straight away he's on top of me. Just got to make sure it comes from here though, because he's more likely to get hit, leaning his head in like that. If you look at the distance that he's got there compared to me, like that. So he has to make sure those hands are high if he's coming in with that style. Does that make sense? This, you may not, like someone like me, maybe unlikely that I'll ever have to use this in my weight division, right? Because I'm probably going to be the taller guy. Unless I'm behind on points and like I've been outboxed, outclassed, and then I've got to go to town, right? And I've got to really chase him. But I don't want to be chasing him like this with my hands down because he's a classy guy. He's going to outscore me. I might have to dogfight it a little bit. Don't want to get caught on the way in so the hands stay up. Does that make sense? Last one.